I want you guys to tell her in the comments. Tasha says she got you forever. What up, y'all? It's just Tasha B, but y'all can call me Tasha. Y'all, I'm doing 3 tacos. I look haggard because I'm sick, but I take that as 2025 leaving my body. I have some tacos here. I found this new Ortega. It has a heat level of 5 out of 6. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this. I'm just gonna try it on 1 taco, because I think I've had it, but I'm not sure. And I'm so sorry if you guys don't like the way I sound, but just the way I sound. Oh my God, that is delicious. That's cherry Pepsi. I don't know when the last time I had cherry Pepsi. Here we go. I don't have any napkins. Y'all gonna have to excuse me because I can't breathe. So if I look, if you can't watch me, just look away. But look, watch the video. Just listen to me. For like Roscoe. If y'all know who Roscoe is, go watch Martin. I'm about to get a napkin. This tacos are good as hell. Do you guys have any New Year's resolutions? Or if you don't call it that, whatever. So is there anything that you have been wanting or would like to change? I think the beginning of the year is a great time to decide that you're going to change something. A lot of times we decide to change when something happens, or decide to make a change. That means the same thing. I mean, change something. Maybe not necessarily ourselves, but change something. When an event happens, whether it's a new year, when somebody is born, when somebody passes, a lot of times there are things that prompt us to change. For me, 2026 means nothing like 2025. I think 2025 was still my healing. I mean, I'm still healing, but 2025. And when I say healing, please stop. Niggas. I was born in 1980, and the last 10 years was just a portion of my 45 years. 45. The last 10 years were only a portion of my life, which was very important. But I also have another 35 years of my life that I've lived and gone through things. So when I say healing, I am healing from life. I'm 45 years old. I've had 40 years of whatever I've had. Beautiful life, trauma, drama, this, that, lies, deceit, honesty. So you can continue to assume it's just done. So like I said, 2026 for me is really about starting over. 2025, I feel like I took off 24 and 25. And now I have time and space to love the things that need to be loved. Love the things that deserve to be loved. And I'm one of them. I'm one of the things. I'm one of the people that I deserve to love. And 2026 is also about letting go. And it's a rebirth. And I feel like I got sick because it was pushing 2025 out of me, like I said in the beginning of this video. So I'm excited to see what 2026 brings, because I already know what 2026 is bringing. This is not. I swear this is the best Pepsi I ever had in my life. Did I put taco sauce on this? Yeah. Some of you have been waiting on my healing journey videos that will be on Facebook. But I decided to wait until 2026. I was going to do it in 25, but then I was like, no. I think it's a good idea to do it in 26 because that's what the universe told me to do. I mean, usually when I do things, it's because I'm told to do them. I'm part of the universe. So I mean, I pretty much tell myself, but oh, I get signs. I don't know about y'all, but I'm very spiritual. And I don't share a lot on YouTube because I don't want to. I'm very spiritual, very close to God. And I don't remember what my point was about that, but anyway, that's what that is. I also want to mention something else for 2026. Another thing for 2026. It seems like some of you don't know that my son is with me because I don't talk about him much. My son has never and will never want to be on YouTube. He never wanted to be. When I did get him on there before when he was younger, it's because he was younger. And I think kids, when they're younger, they're just like, okay. And I paid him, so he was cool with it. But Elijah's not the type that wants to be on camera. He's not not that person. What I'm saying is my child is happy, healthy. He lives with me. He doesn't want to be on camera. I don't talk about him because a lot of people are negative, and I know if I don't talk about my son, people can't say anything about him. Nothing else really bothers me. And I guess that wouldn't bother me either, but it's my son. So that's just when you're a mother, it's just, I'm not even gonna talk about nobody else, me. I don't like nobody messing with my son. I don't like nobody saying anything about my child. It irritates my spirit. So I don't talk about him, and I won't talk about him. My son has nothing to do with my YouTube channel. My son doesn't want to be involved with YouTube. My son will not be mentioned in 2026 on this channel unless he specifically says, Mom, I now want to be on YouTube and you can talk about me. Until then, thank you. And I'm talking about the negative people. My son don't have nothing to do with my channel. My son has everything to do with me and him. That's all I'm gonna say about that. 2026 should be fun on YouTube. As long as it's fun and positive. Oh, I'm glad I'm the only person because I usually don't do that, and I just did it. But this is mine. Nobody else wants this hot shit. That was an accident. Oh well. Plan on having fun on this channel, and really, that's all. And also, I'm willing to take suggestions. I said I was gonna get a napkin, huh, y'all? I don't think I'm getting a napkin. I'm almost done anyway. Might as well keep eating it. Me and Fallon went to this restaurant today called, oh my God. Hangers? What's it called? Hangers Bar and Grill? Hangry Bar and Grill in Columbus, Ohio. They have sliders. They have like maybe 12 different sliders, and they're really good. I'm gonna put it on TikTok or maybe YouTube too, YouTube Shorts. You guys, I really want to start having lives again. 2025 was hard for me, if as you guys know. One of my things is that when I get upset, when I'm not feeling good, I'm not an appetite person. I'm not like some people, they get upset and they want to eat, overeat, whatever. When I'm upset, I don't want to eat. I don't have an appetite. So if you guys were ever wondering, I'm sure with the weight fluctuation that was going on with me, my weight still fluctuates because I got my body set to not go over 130 pounds. I do not go over 130 pounds, no matter what. And if I don't eat for one day, I will lose 2 or 3 pounds. And that's just how my body works now. And I understand that. So I don't have a big appetite, which is the reason why my mukbangs aren't always mukbangy. You know, I don't have to and I don't want to eat a lot, but I still want to eat. So as long as you guys are willing to watch me, as long as I can bring some funniness or some content, some education along with my eating, I'm not going to eat a lot ever, but I can entertain you guys as I eat, hopefully. And if y'all don't like it, then eventually there will be no more mukbangs. But I'll find something else to do. I like food though. I don't have to eat a lot of it. But you know what's funny? What I don't get about myself? And I like food. I can overeat spaghetti. I can eat spaghetti if I'm sick. I can eat 5 tacos. I don't want 5 right now, but I can eat 5 tacos. So I can overeat tacos. I can overeat spaghetti. I think foods that I just absolutely love, I can overeat. I don't know why, because spaghetti is pasta. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm in my office and I'm freezing. I was gonna say that. It is cold in here. Oh my God. I could drink another one of those Pepsis right now. I really could. But I'm not going to. Oh, I enjoyed those tacos so much, y'all. So anyway, yes, it is January 3rd today. Happy January 3rd. Happy New Year to you guys. What are your plans for the new year? Anybody having any babies? Anybody thinking about it? Anybody having baby fever? I've definitely had baby fever a few times, but it's not gonna happen. If I would have done it several years ago, I'm glad I didn't, but I could have done it a few years ago, several years ago. That would have been good. Maybe I really wish. I mean, it's fine now, but I really wish, because when Elijah was 2 or 3, I don't know if I ever told y'all this, but when Elijah was 2 or 3, I talked to his donor, and I, told him I wanted to do it again and have another baby, and he was like, "All right, cool, let's do it." But that didn't happen. And that's when I really wanted to have another child. I always wanted to have my own baby. I don't know if you guys know this, being a lesbian, we have children with other people, women, and we raise them together as mom and mom. But when I had my son, that's not what I did. I did have a girlfriend. We were in a relationship, but my girlfriend was old school. She was old school lesbian, 20 years older, 18 years older than me. So she was more into traditional than even I was, but I was still like, okay, I'm going to have a baby. This is going to be my baby, but we can raise the baby together and you can always see the baby. The baby will always be in your life, but I don't want my child calling anybody else mom. And that is just how I felt. And that is what happened. My baby came and she was called TT and I was mom. So I've always been this person. As a young lady at 23, I made that decision that I didn't want my son to have, not that I didn't want my son to have another parent. That's not what I mean. I wanted my son to have another parent, but I didn't want the role of mama to be to anybody else but me. That's what it was. And that's how I felt. As I've gotten older, like if I had a baby again, I wouldn't want to be the one having it. And I wouldn't mind being called mom, and I wouldn't mind being called auntie. Seems weird to me because we're in a relationship, but maybe some kind of pet name. Wouldn't have to be called mom. It's not a thing. And I definitely don't want to be called daddy. Not by the kid. But anyway, so how did I even get into that? Oh, that I wanted another kid. Yeah, but So instead of having a kid, it's just going to be a dog. For 2026, me and Fallon are going to find the perfect dog for us that we're going to keep. And I think we're still going to foster. We might foster. We're going to foster until we find a dog that fits us. Hopefully the next one does. Maybe this time. For me, I do want a big dog. I do want a big dog. Remember I don't know if y'all saw the video, me and my friend's house, my little sister, but they have two Dobermans. And of course, I mean, I've seen the Dobermans a few times, but I'm afraid of big dogs that aren't mine. So, and he likes to bark. And his head is this big. Trigger. Go follow his page. I'm gonna put the link in the description below. So, I want a big dog. I've always wanted a big dog. Guard dogs, but we don't have the space. So we're gonna have to get Fallon a dog first until we move into a bigger home, which is a plan for maybe 2027/8. I would like to purchase a home by 28. It's not a big deal if I don't, but I would like to purchase a home by 2028. I don't know where it'll be, but it won't be in California. It'll be here, there, somewhere in this area. Somewhere where we don't have hurricanes. Are there hurricanes in Ohio, y'all? What do I have to worry about? Like, what am I definitely going to, or what are we possibly going to run into as far as a natural disaster in Ohio? Tornadoes, I think. We have a basement. And when? Like, how often do they happen? How big are they? How often do you have to get into your basement? That's what I need to know. Like, in LA, we have earthquakes, and we probably have earthquakes a few times a year, but they're rarely really big. Something else I want to do for 26, I want to be more consistent on social media. I'm not saying YouTube, on social media. I want this year to be about me, my son. 2025, I took a lot of time on myself. 2025 really was all about me and my pain and my healing and, whatever. Just a lot of emotions, full of it for 2025. And, it's funny that towards the end of the year, which is recent, the last 2 months, maybe 2 or 3 months, things were easy, then they were rough. But I can say this confidently that you and anybody, you create your life. This year, I'm working on some other things, and I'm definitely working on honoring my woman who has been here for me, who has held my hand, who has held my head up, who has spoken life into me. No one has ever done that. I never expected anybody to. I didn't know how it felt to be loved like I've been loved. I've never been loved the way that Fallon loves me. And I am forever grateful. And not that I'm going to say, well, I'm going to let her do some crazy stuff to me because I'm forever grateful. No, she won't. Fallon's honest. So I'm dedicated to her. And I'm dedicated to myself first, but I'm also dedicated to her. And I appreciate her. I appreciate my son. I appreciate her mother. I'm happy with my life, but it took me a long time. To me, a long time. It took me a long time, I feel like, to heal. It bothered me. It made me so sad and angry that I just didn't feel different, or I felt, but I still felt just whatever. But I have so much love and respect for everybody in this house, and I am not perfect, and I have been a little bit of a headache sometimes. Fallon ain't nothing to play with. She ain't gonna let you play with her top, but she's also gonna love you through everything, and she's so understanding. So I just want to say to her, I think you're beautiful, and I love you. Please say you love me too. These 3 words, they could change our lives forever. Damn, I sound good. And I promise you that we will always be Never mind. I don't even, this because I'm sick. That's why. It's because I'm sick. That's why I sound like that. But I do want to say this to Fallon. I want you guys to tell her in the comments how much I appreciate her and love her. I cried the other day because I thought about how she has loved me and how I had never been loved like that. And so I'm gonna tell you what happens when you're loved. Well, what happened to me? I'm not gonna say when it happens to people. I didn't even realize that. I'm not gonna go too far because some of you motherfuckers are gonna piss me off with what you're gonna say. So I'm not gonna say too much because some of you bitches don't want to slap. And yes, 2026, I am beautiful, I am happy, I am joyful, I'm this and that, but I'm still gonna snap back. That's how I am. I mean, clap back, whatever. I'm gonna say that to be, I was being loved in a certain way and I didn't understand. It has nothing to do with age. It has to do with experience. You would think that I would have fallen into the love and just been like, oh, but because I hadn't had it, it was like, I don't know. It was like a dog at the animal shelter. Like, what are you doing? Why? What's going on? Why are you asking me so many questions? Why are you so worried about it? And I just, but the girl is dope and I don't want her going anywhere. So 2020, it's not about her. It's about me being good and getting back to who I was when we first met. Because when I first met her, I wasn't the shit. That's how I felt. I feel like that way again, but I didn't feel that way for a very long time. And when I mean the shit is, I don't mean it in a cocky way or conceited way. I mean loving, gonna love you. I'm gonna romance you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm going to have fun with you. I'm gonna kiss you. I'm gonna hug you. I'm gonna eat with you. But I want you guys to tell her in the comments. Tasha says she got you forever. And look forward to Valentine's Day. Tell her that.